Is the Petzl GRIGRI really the right choice for you if you are looking for a Rappel device? This is what this video is about. So what is the GRIGRI? If you don't know it, it's super common in the climbing community. People use it to belay someone lead climbing and also belay someone following. And this is what it's made for. Of course, if you are out there climbing and then you have to rappel, you use what you have. And therefore people also use the GRIGRI to rappel. That's basically it. Now, if you are out there informing yourself on rappelling equipment and so on, then you find a GRIGRI to be compact and widely used, so trustable. So people think this is the right choice if you are looking for a Rappel device. But now let's address some points why this is not the case. At first, the short answer, in my opinion, if you're looking for a Rappel device and you are not planning to belay someone climbing, don't use the GRIGRI. If you are climbing and want to rappel, use the GRIGRI. This is what it's made for. Okay, I don't want to make this video too basic, but let's discuss what this device, the Petzl GRIGRI, is made for. So when you have a top rope climber, for example, you can belay them. I would just pull up the weight. I don't use proper technique. For proper belaying technique, make sure to read the instructions provided by the manufacturer. And also if a climber falls, you have this situation, the climber's hanging on the rope, and this brake assist device helps you to hold the weight. So now the cam inside here is engaged, and therefore I don't have to hold the weight all the time because the device is holding it. This doesn't mean you can go hands-free. Out there is a guy on YouTube, Hard is Easy, also on Instagram, and he has made a lot of tests that show that a GRIGRI can fail, and this is not a hands-free device. Yeah, also now you see the cam disengaged, and with this little weight it's not enough to actually hold this weight up, and also if I pull here, I can just pull through the rope. Yeah, this is because the GRIGRI is made to belay someone lead climbing, and there you want to be able to pay out slack. So with this, you can just slide the rope through in a controlled way. You don't have to press it open. Only if you want to give out slack fast, you have to actually press it open. Now let's see how it works with 11mm. I can pay out slack slowly. As soon as I'm too fast, the cam engages. So I mainly will have to hold it open to belay. Yeah, but this is not what this video is about. But you see, now to belay someone and you want to give out slack without touching the device, you need a spring inside. So let's take a look. Here we have this rotating cam and it's spring loaded. The spring pushes the cam in the open position. Now let's try rappelling. So again, 9mm. As soon as the device is locked, yeah, it's locked and is on a rope. But now the problem is, as soon as you unweight it, the spring will open up the device. And check this, I can even fall on this 9mm. But 9mm is still in the 3 stars rating of this device. But the 3 stars count for a belay device, not for a rappel device. So now as soon as I remove the weight, the cam opens, and now I can just go down and possibly it doesn't even lock. If it's locking is also depending on how much weight is pulling on the dead rope. So if you have a lot of rope hanging, it locks easier, but if you have a rope back, for example, and a thin rope, it locks less reliably. So this is not what I want to have a Rappel device doing. Now with this Petzl Grigri Plus, I can set it on less spring tension, so it locks a lot easier than the other version. And it's better for top rope belaying. Now let's try with this. It disengages, engages again. So with this, a lot safer. It still slides a bit, but then locks. So with the adjustment on little spring tension or top rope mode, it's safer, but still it opens the camming mechanism. And with the normal Petzl GRIGRI, this top rope mode is not there. You only have the standard mode. Now there's one misconception with the Petzl GRIGRI Plus, is that people say it has got a full anti-panic function and it doesn't lower when you pull all the way. Yeah, we would have to discuss what is an anti-panic function and so on, but telling that it doesn't open when you pull all the way is just wrong. So let's just rappel. I pulled too hard on the handle. There is the plug, the anti-panic. But now if I pull further, I still go down and I can still rappel. That's good for belaying lightweight climbers because you can just override the anti-panic function and then it still goes down. So people buy this and think you cannot pull through, but yeah, you can. So it's still a good belay device for climbing. I don't want to bash this device. I'm just talking about using this as a rappel device in general. Yeah. To help you understand my point, let's compare it to the Skylotech Sirius, which is an industrial device with an anti-panic function. On this diameter of rope, 9 millimeters, it's also only certified like the Petzl GRIGRI as a belay device. So I place the rope here, can do almost the same, but as soon as I unweight it, it keeps itself locked. Now when I rappel and I pull too hard, there's the anti-panic function, and now I can pull how much I want. It will not go further down. So this is actually what I would call a safe anti-panic function because it engages and you cannot rappel further, or if someone is belaying you, they cannot let you hit the ground when the anti-panic function is engaged. But of course still, if they hold the sweet spot, you can go super fast because it doesn't react to speed, it reacts on where the handle is. But when ropes can be dirty or wet, or you want to be able to go super fast, an anti-panic function is probably not the best choice. Of course, Petzl also has got devices like this. Just make sure to check out Petzl's website and there you will get all the information needed. So now what I prefer as a dedicated descender is the Skylotech Spark, for example. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, the camming mechanism is also with spring tension, but the spring pushes the mechanism in the locking position. So just the opposite than the Grigri does. What this does is when you insert the rope and you unweight it, the cam doesn't open. It stays locked all the time. So no matter what you do, you can walk around and this position on the rope is fixed all the time. This is just how I want it to be. The handle is locked, you have to unlock it, and then you can rappel slow, you can rappel fast, and so on. With the 9 millimeter rope, it has got the same certification like the Petzl GRIGRI, but it works differently as I just shown. And with the thicker ropes, you can even rappel with this one device if there's someone hanging on you. So this is with the industrial standards, so it can do a lot more than just the GRIGRI. It's a really highly professional device. Yeah, but I get the point. It's heavy, it's bulky. So if you are looking for a lightweight solution, probably you found the Madrock Safeguard that is also certified like the GRIGRI, but it has got no spring inside to open the cam. No spring at all. With this, you can also attach it to ropes, like for example this 9 millimeter rope. And since there's no spring tension, you can unweight the system and your descender will stay at the same place. Still, if you want to belay someone, you can push it open to pay out slack, but you don't have the spring tension to hold it open. And of course, top rope belaying is easy. Just pull in the slack and yeah, quite nice. The only problem I have with the Safeguard is that it's not that comfortable to rappel with it, or you have to get used to it, but it's like you have to open with a lot of power, at least when you are heavy like me. It almost feels like breaking the device, and then you can rappel. So I don't really like this as a general descender that much. But I usually bring it as a backup or to position myself, or also if I want to have a compact lightweight kit. And once you get used to rappelling with it, you can also go a bit faster. But yeah, the device is just so small that you have some limitations with it. This device doesn't have got a spring. It stays on the same position. Therefore, in my opinion, the better choice. You can decide yourself what you use, because the certification is just the same, but yeah, the devices are different. Let's do a simple drop test with the Grigri Plus at first in lead climbing mode. Now here I have 5 kilos of weight, so to just make a simple test, make sure to check the video from Hard as Easy. Has got a lot of content out there to prove that the Grigri is not hands-free. Yeah, let me show you what I mean. Just disengage the cam and the weight goes to the ground. Now let's switch to top rope mode where the spring tension is less. So yeah, in top rope mode it still slides a bit if I open it up, but since the spring tension is a lot less, it locks again quite easy. Yeah, just a super simple, not nerdy field test. Now let's take a look at the anti-panic function of the Grigri Plus. So I hit the anti-panic function. I have to pull here so you hear it. So now I hit the anti-panic function. I let go of the brake side and just pull the handle gently. Yeah. So now the drop test with the Madrock Safeguard. I push open the cam. And only as long as I push open the cam, the rope slides. As soon as my hand goes off the cam, it stops again. Of course, if I hold it open, the weight goes down. Yeah, just what I expected. Now let's do the drop test with the SkullTech Sirius. I cannot disengage the cam by unweighting it. I have to push it open, and as soon as I let go of the cam, it locks again. Yeah, and the Spark and the Sirius are made the same way. The only difference is the Sirius has got this anti-panic function. Yeah, so let's hit the anti-panic function. It's in, let go of the brake side, and I can pull here or push here, nothing happens. Okay, what is if you want to climb sometimes? So belaying someone on top rope with devices like the SkullTech Spark is no problem. You just take in the rope and belay like normal, and it locks or holds the climber all the time. You can also really easily lower the climber. So for this top rope, no problem. Now when it comes to lead climbing, if you do lead climbing from time to time, just get yourself a tube or use a manta hitch or buy a dedicated device. But if you want to use this device, the SkullTech Spark, yeah, taking in slack, super easy to pay out slack, yeah, not that easy. You have to create a loop in front of you, push the cam open, then you can pay out slack. And you can see I'm not used to this because I don't do this usually. So yeah, the conclusion, I hope I made it clear why I don't recommend using the Grigri as a Rappel device. It's still possible to do it that way, but in my opinion devices like the SkullTech Spark, Edelrid Megawatt, Petzl GRIGRI also are just more convenient, are safer, are just nicer to use and give you more options if you want to do professional stuff. Possibly also some options for rescuing someone, and there are more certifications on these devices than on the Grigri. Grigri is just a belay device, and these are also other devices if the rope is thicker. Feel free to tell me in the comments what device do you use and what do you use it for, and possibly also why you use it. So thanks, I'm looking forward to watch by you again. Bye.